What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're out here fishing and it's cold. I don't know what else to say. It's cold out here. Haven't had to wear this much clothing out fishing in a while. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen out here today. Got a bunch of rods on the deck. Don't really know how I'm gonna attack these fish. I think I'm gonna start off throwing a jig on my 6 cents unicorn rod. I'm really loving that rod, so I like to use it whenever possible. I'm not gonna talk too long today, but if you're new to the channel, please subscribe as usual. Please like the video and please comment how much ice you have. 0, a lot, 4 inches, 5 inches, safe, are you ice fishing? Just let's get a conversation going in the comment section of this video. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook if you only take in my content here on YouTube. Also, don't forget to check out the links in the description of all my videos. All my videos have links in the description. My fishing videos like this one have links to the different tackle that I'm using. My tackle making videos have links to all the equipment I'm using to make my tackle. So make sure to check out that stuff. But enough talking, let's get to the fishing. Hopefully we have a good day. All right, let's go fish. So this is the jig we're starting off with today. I'm gonna start off fishing at shallow. This has a 6 cents jungle croc color skirt on it. That's my owner deep throat hook that I like to put in these jigs. So we're gonna start off throwing this shallow. We've been having some rain lately, and sometimes these fish like to get up shallow when that rain comes around because you got all that new water coming in. They'll get in some of that new cover. So we're gonna try that out, see if we can't catch a good jig fish up shallow early morning. There's one, little one on the jig. Little one on the jig. There's one. There's a good one. Slow rolling that spinnerbait on the bottom. Feels like a good one. Feels like a good one. That was pretty cool. Stay on there. Oh yeah, that's a good one. There we go. There we go. It's a good fish. Good fish right there. Well, so far the first spot's been pretty productive. Caught 2 fish so far. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I tried to come up shallow, fish that jig, and I got a bite pretty quick. It was a smaller fish, but it was exactly where it should have been. It was up next to some rocks. The water's cold right now. Those fish are gonna get up on those rocks. They were up shallow just because of the fact that probably that water's coming into the lake because of all the new rain that we've got. They're up in that new cover. And then I switched it over to the spinnerbait, and I basically got up to this area where there was some like flooded brush. So I was throwing their spinnerbait up there. I saw fish jump. I didn't catch that fish, but I saw a fish jump up shallow. I caught that jig fish shallow, so I was like, you know what, let's try that spinnerbait up shallow as well. So I'm throwing the spinnerbait around. I got nothing, and then I kind of spun back around and started fishing some of that same area where I caught that jig fish. And I threw the spinnerbait out a little bit deeper, and I was slow rolling it real slow, and then that fish came up and got it. That was a quality fish. Put it in the live well. Hopefully you can get a couple more and get a good picture later, but so far we're off to a good start. There's one, there's one, there's one. Another jig fish. There's one. That was a soft bite, but it's a fish. Soft bite, Little one on the jig, but that was pretty cool though. Definitely wasn't a smoked them kind of a bite. I was thinking it was gonna be a bigger fish than that, but hey, I'll take it. So far we're off to a pretty good morning. That's pretty cool. That fish was a little bit deeper than the two fish that I had caught. I just decided to start throwing out a little bit deeper, especially because that bigger fish came out deeper, which is pretty common. A lot of times you'll catch some of those smaller fish up shallow, and on this time of the year, if you go out a little bit deeper, you can sometimes get those bigger fish to bite because they're not quite up in that shallow cover as much. They'll be out in that deeper structure, and that's exactly what's happened on those first two fish. And then I moved out a little bit deeper and caught another small one on the jig. But so far I'm pretty happy. This is obviously, if you guys have been watching a lot of my videos, this is one of the best days I've had in a long time. So we'll see if this keeps going, hopefully. There's one. There's one. This is a fun way to catch fish. That was pretty cool. Slow rolling it down deeper. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Another small one. It's fun out here right now. Little one, but that's fun. So again, that last fish I caught slow rolling a spinnerbait, probably like maybe 5-10 foot of water, something like that. There's all this flooded brush on the water, and I was just kind of slow rolling it through there, and it was a pretty subtle bite, but you could definitely feel the bite. And another small fish, but definitely fun way to catch some fish is on that spinnerbait. And I switched over to this Divine rod. It's a little bit, it's a medium heavy, where the other rod I was throwing, the Lux rod, was a heavy action. And the heavy action was just a little bit too heavy for how I like to fish the spinnerbait, so I switched it over. And I definitely like throwing the spinnerbait on this Divine rod right now. I have a 7'3" rod right now. I can cast this thing pretty far. That medium heavy, it gives me the ability to really feel those blades turning in the water, so I can reel this thing real slow. So far I'm really liking this combo I got going on right now. Well, that morning bite seemed to have died. Caught a bunch of fish this morning, or caught 4, not a bunch, but caught 4 fish this morning. One of them was a good one, but once that morning bite kind of died, it's been a little bit tougher. So I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna start finessing a little bit and see if I can't get a couple more bites that way before it's time to get out of here. But overall, the morning was pretty fun. But we're gonna throw it underspin, and we'll probably throw a drop shot around a little bit, and might pick up a jig or something else along the way. But we're gonna keep fishing for a little bit longer and hopefully get a couple more bites. There's one. I'm bit. Oh, dang. Let's see if he'll come back. I did just get bit, though. Oh, there's a fish. There's one. There's one. Up shallow. Up shallow. Drop shot fish. Up on the bank. Little one. That's decent. It's decent. It's fighting good. In the boat. There we go. Got one. Little chunky guy. fat one. There's one. There's one. Got one, little guy. Little one. Little one. It was a much better day out here than I've had in a long time. It was nice to be able to come out, catch a few fish, and just not have to grind so hard for every single bite. It's still not really good out here. Me continually coming out here and putting the time in and putting that effort in paid off. I finally came out here, found some fish, found a couple spots that held some fish. So I really appreciate you guys watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more content coming your way. I plan on kind of highlighting some of my equipment that I've been using in some of my recent trips, so that way you guys know exactly what I'm using. But as always, make sure to check the description of this video for all the links to all the different stuff that I'm using in my videos, tackle that I'm using, lures that I'm using, rods that I'm using, and in my tackle making videos it'll also have the equipment that I'm using to make my tackle that I make myself. So please stay tuned, please subscribe to my channel, and give me a thumbs up and drop me a comment. Thanks again guys for watching, really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.